Hi everyone, this is Mark Shanker. I'm a visual artist, and today I'm going to be talking about a project that took me over 3.5 years. It's a compilation of etchings and aquatints based on medieval Sephardic proverbs, proverbs that were and are spoken in Ladino. So I began with this project as sort of a joke. My grandparents and my mother and my uncles spoke Ladino. My grandparents were from Turkey, and they used proverbs. I didn't speak Ladino, but my mother always translated, and we all always thought they were hysterically funny. So one day, approximately 15 years ago, I decided to try to illustrate a couple of the proverbs. And they were published in a small magazine called Jews, and people liked them. So I decided to do more. And eventually I did a handful, and I thought, well, it'd be interesting to print these. I had never printed anything before, so I was sort of naive. I didn't even know what an etching was, but I thought I'd give it a try. And I started taking classes, and so I started doing these etchings. And eventually I found the publisher, but he was sick, became sick, and died, and I had to publish this book myself under my imprint, which is called Gravity Free Press. The book came out, it's bilingual, in 2008 with essays by Antonio Munoz Molina, who is Spain's probably most famous novelist, and Professor T.A. Perry, who is a biblical and Sephardic scholar. And the book is available through my website, by the way. I decided to put all the pictures and text together in one box. Now, when the Jews left Spain, they had to leave with nothing. All they left was what they could carry and nothing of value. So I tried to make this box in leather, sort of the way the Jews might have carried some of their personal possessions. It opens up like this. And this is the, again, bound in leather. This is the text of the book. I have here, this is, for instance, a photograph of my grandparents, and my mother is the little girl here. It was taken about 1916 when they came from Salonika to New York and to the Lower East Side, eventually to East New York, where I was born. This is a picture, for instance, of my great-grandmother who remained in Salonika. These are the etchings and aquatints themselves. I'll just show you a few. Again, it was a very difficult process learning this to make these. This one is the truth is known from fools and children. Some of these proverbs exist in English. Some don't even exist in Spanish anymore, since they are archaic from probably earlier than 1492. This is not yet born, but already sneezing. So what does this proverb mean? the way I see it, I understand it, is that a mother is anxious. The baby is kicking and moving inside of her, and she's anxious. Is the baby okay? Is there something the matter? And this proverb reduces the stress by perhaps making a small joke. This is the first etching that I made. There's no aquatant, it's just a line etching. And it says, "We are not prophets, but from prophets we descend." And this begins with Abraham and Sarah, and begot, 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 and this is how we begot here. This etching is one of my favorites. I think it's one of the most complex. It says, one who raises a child spins gold. Now, this is a little bit complicated to explain. Gold is an element that never tarnishes, and its luster is very similar or symbolic of the sun. In medieval Spain and medieval Europe, people believed the sun gave life to things, even dead things. And so the sun gave life to the child, but the child is not formed. It's not part of the culture. It's not part of the society. It doesn't understand the morality when it's born. Like wool, which is formed, which comes from a sheep, the wool has to be refined. It had to be cleaned and processed in order to be used in clothing or anything else. And it's spun. That's part of the process. So a child, like the wool, has to learn and be embedded in its culture to become an important part of the society. And so this proverb, one who raises a child spins gold, both combines the concept of spinning, of raising a child, and of the gold, the great worth of the mineral itself and its connection to life. There are 45 etchings in this book, and if you wish to see more of these etchings online, they're available on my website, markshanker.com, as is the book. Thank you.